Vwang is a very peaceful community. Chigwi is very accommodating. And for this to have happened unprovoked, people celebrating the New Year because it happened in the early hours of the morning, it's very quite unfortunate that you have 9 people being killed. And when we say that an act of genocide has happened here, some will argue against it, but these are facts. What has happened are very quite unfortunate. That the vigilante within Vwang community, and especially just South, have been up and doing, and coming to take them unawares. It's very quite unfortunate. So the bodies are there that you have seen, that 9 people were killed, and ours, as usual, that we don't want to hear the name of perpetrators will be brought to book. The federal government has already marked them to be terrorists. We want to see that these terrorists are being apprehended and are being treated according to the law. When you say that it's not genocide, that you find that a small child was axed. So we're waiting upon government, and we'll demand for justice, that these people should be brought to book. We will still continue to call on the international community, in partnership with the federal government, in partnership with the state government, in partnership with the local government, that the right security architecture should be brought down to the people, to see that our people take charge of their own security, just like has been done. So it's a continuous call.
Terrorist elements who have been on the plateau, who have been killing and committing a lot of mass atrocities, stormed Buhum village of Chigwi, Buhum village of Chigwi community in Vwang district of the South local government area in Plateau State, North Central, and killed gruesomely 9 people, and 3 are currently in the hospital. And of course, the atmosphere as it is now is very tense, because people who had believed that their safety is guaranteed by the very present security architecture that is on ground, the government in place, and in view of the fact that the people have not committed any crime to warrant an act of terrorism carried out on them, it calls for a serious action, even though it has always been like a rhetoric that when our people are killed, all we will hear is that government is on top of the situation and the perpetrators will be brought to book. And we've not seen the arrest, we've not seen the security on ground to go after the perpetrators who have traces of their blood, because few vigilantes were on ground. And a few vigilantes were able to resist the attackers. And there were traces of blood. So by now, we're expecting that security will carry out a manhunt to trace where these terrorists are. And where such has not been done, I think we are left with no option than to begin to ask fundamental questions as to whether the security are having a hand in it or they are not aware of this incident. Because, of course, they are. Some of them came in the night, some of them came in the morning, and they just came, went to the scene of the incident and left. Now, as a layman who is not a security expert, I'm expected that security will ask certain questions and will go after the attackers, who are believed to still be within that general area. But nothing is happening. And that is the reason why you see we've been calling on the United Nations, particularly the United States of America, who has commenced military operation in the country, to, as a matter of urgency, hasten up their own intervention so that the terrorist elements that have been allowed, I'm reiterating this word, they have been allowed to carry out crimes against humanity in this general area so that they can be flushed out.
Why am I worried? The total villages in my district is over 70. And total villages in the south is over 500. And you can see all the police, the military, even the civil defense that have been monitoring to these various communities in the south are not many. To protect the interests and protect the life of people in the south, you need serious vigilantes, hunters, neighborhood watch to see how to protect the life and properties of these many lives in the south. The military, the police, the civil defense are not much in the south. We have almost 4 divisions, 1 zone of the military, we have civil defense. All these numbers are not up to the villages that we have in the south. If you divide all of them now, it can be one village cannot get even 1 person, and 1 person cannot protect the village. But we need a serious vigilantes to protect those areas.
And what is the reason of attack? It's not a grazing issue, it's not communal clashes, but it's a genocide. I would urge the media, please tell our story as it is.